Hi, what's up, guys? I am Ho, and here I'm really want to doing my best job of sharing every useful idea to people. So I'm really want to decided in doing some reviewing some hidden truth type of topics around these days, but before that, first of all, I have to apologize. I had already for very long time I didn't create my video content because I still need to contemplate about my own personal life in what I supposed to moving on in the next level of my life in order I can have a much more clarity into a much more intelligent type of decision so that I won't keep stumbling around the same struggle again. And anyway, long story short, so let's directly jump into the topic that I really want to talk about today. That is, I really have to expose some sort of hidden truth about something, and particularly sorry and particular for today, I really have to talk about any hidden truth of, of regarding exercise and also the life insurance. Why I really decided to expose some sort of this kind of hidden truth that doesn't really necessary for everyone to hear, because that's really very important to shift our own perspective about something or that we think that it's supposed to be like that, but at the meantime you gradually to discover it not supposed like what we used to believe. That's why I have to expose it for a little bit in order every one of you won't be fooled by anyone else around your own circle, so that you won't fall victim of their own lives. So let's talk about exercise, because thing is goes like that. Yesterday I watched one of the improvement peer educational video. Before the video was started to play, it definitely will showing some sort of advertisement. Just depends on what kind of video you are watch, and fortunately that kind of advertisement is by MindValley. I don't know what the name already, but anyway, it's more like some sort of wellness and also a spiritual type of company that promote about our better lifestyle. And for that time is its nutrition expert is going to explain to us about the blind spot of doing exercise. That's a really amazing for me, because we really open our own mind and also our own eyes to see clearly how blindly we do our exercise every day. We think that, oh yeah, we are not so fit enough. As long as we push ourselves to train harder in any kind of sport or activities, but that will be have a great improvement throughout our process. But in the truth, that's really wrong. explained by him. Why? Because he said that most of our body still not prepared for exercise. Why? First of all, the more kind of foods we are consume, the more those kind of food toxicity accumulated in our body, yet we still lack of some sort of essential nutrients and also the vitamins that used to nourishing our own health. That's why that's a really makes sense for me. And here the thing is already apply some sort of scientific research that in a much more practical way in explaining why how our food consumption really affect our body, especially when we are doing the exercise. And let's see in the much more detail that is, yeah, that's true. Because think it for a second. When your body is really already has so much of toxic within, it's already a double type of burden for yourself you should to carry on, whereby you also lack of the nutrients. So how can you expect yourself to do a much more harder type of workout every time if your body condition is not up to the level that used to train itself become stronger and healthier? That's the thing that we really need to consider very carefully so that we won't blindly to do any kind of exercise just because we lack of the further understanding about how some kind of food affecting our body in the long term. That's all. In order for us to need to have a much more better lifestyle we desire to going through, we really need to make sure we have to replenish ourselves with a sufficient amount of nutrients that make us feel healthier and also to reduce any kind of toxicity already accumulated in our body as much as possible in order we won't burden ourselves anymore and keep detrimenting your health quality that you used to have, so that only that kind of state of being is good for you prepare for exercise. That's the most important point that you guys really have to take note properly so that you won't do a wrong thing again in doing your own exercise. And next thing is I really want to talk about the life insurance. Yeah, it seemingly is something really very normal for every one of us, but what kind of shocking news about life insurance is not what used to be we have seen right now, because just now before I came to my work, I follow my neighbor car fetch me to going to work. While on the road we definitely will have our daily conservation. One of his stories about his past experience about car towing driver, whereby every day he carry every crash or malfunction cars. He encountered some sort of insurance policy is not really as beneficial as we expected. Because why? Let's say about your own membership. Everyone you have to pay the membership, otherwise you won't take back the cashback from it at a mature level. Meanwhile, and unfortunately, in this kind of economical recession phenomena, every consumer like us is hard to afford for the full payment in the shortest period of time. It really consumes 10 and more years for us to fully pay our own insurance. That's a real very burdensome responsibility as a consumer like us. So that's definitely we really have to look carefully. Don't think that you buy insurance is a really good thing that you can imagine. Besides, let's say one day you already pass away, you definitely sorry, yeah, one day you are already. And for example, imagine that if one day suddenly you already pass away, you definitely need your other family's member will be to get back the compensation from the insurance company. But in reality, it doesn't really as good as it sounds, because you see, every time you pay your membership, what your insurance agents will get is getting some percentage of commission from your own payment. If he can find more than 10 or 100 kind of customer like you, the winning side is always him. He is much more profitable than you. You only just keep paying, keep paying, keep paying, keep paying. And guess what? Eventually, your family member also won't get the full amount of compensation from your life insurance. What happened for your insurance agent is gaining more and more money from his sales. That's why that's a really very disappointing kind of reality we can see from the insurance nowadays. So Do you think that you're always buying insurance is something really benefiting you? But how about the story I have told you just now? So think about that very carefully because you really have to understand that if the insurance company decided to gaining their own profit, just keep taking advantage by us rather giving back what we deserve in the long term, that's not something is really trustworthy for every consumer like us. But I also have no offense for some of you who are also an insurance company agents. I know you already do your good job in keeping increasing your own sales, but the fact that is that's really not fair for every consumer like us in took advantage by your company just because that kind of unreasonable policy. For me, insurance must always be insurance rather from insurance turns to become insultation. We cannot keep being insulted by you just because you use your own lack of integrity type of policy to take advantage from us. We also have our own consumer right to claim what's really need to benefiting for us. Okay? We really need to put our best interest on you in order you can make a long-term type of benefit to return to us rather just playing this kind of zero-sum game policy and on us, and then we are literally get nothing good in return for what we already sacrificed for a very long time just because trusting you. I'm not trying to blame you, but what I really want to is just to increase the awareness of everybody else watching this video because I want every one of you to take a serious alertness to research carefully how insurance gaining their own profit. Am I really wrong? If you think that I'm saying something wrong that really like offended you, just leave the comment to me. We will have to discuss it nicely because I don't hope that the insurance company will preaching more kind of victims just because they want to find the money fast and doesn't really care the welfare of other people. They keep pretending as a good guy who really use their own special type of system to help other people. I don't think that is you really do something that come from your own trustworthy. So I also doesn't have any intention to argue with every one of you. I'm just really hope that if the insurance really need to do something good for other people, just please stop that kind of zero-sum game type of policy instilling on your own customer. that deserve anything best from you. So please giving them some good return to them. Don't disappointing their own trust toward you, and showing some hope that they deserve, so that in this kind of win-win situation, everybody will enjoy the most authentic happiness we all used to have. So that's all for today from me to you. Thanks for your time to watch my video. I hope that every one of you will like it. So just click the like button below, share it to your other social media so everyone of them also can watch my video. Leave your critical thinking type of comment at the comment section below, as long as you want to root with me. And also you guys also can follow me on my other social medias like Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, subscribe star, and also pay me some tips on our Malaysian e-wallet app boost. And most importantly is you guys are free to subscribe both of my page, Patreon and also YouTube channel. I will see you guys next time. So enjoy the rest of your day. I wish you all have a great life.